Okay, good afternoon and welcome back to Minty English. This is going to be another video in my business series, and today we're going to talk about business vocabulary. So I'm going to give you some business words that you may have heard of before, or maybe you haven't. Okay, so business vocabulary. One of those words, and we use it, is rapport. I know it is spelled with a T, but the T is silent. We do not say the T. It's rapport. So, when someone has a nice rapport with someone, it means what? That they get along with each other. You can't say we were all agreeable. It would be better to say we had a nice rapport with each other. Okay? Y'all all probably know this one. Dignity. Yes? Dignity. What is dignity? Dignity is what? It means someone who doesn't have any self-respect anymore. If you don't respect yourself, you don't have any dignity. Okay? And I know some of you are probably saying, oh, I know someone like that. Well, guess what? Sometimes I have no dignity, but let's not go there. Next word we got here is identity. Identity. Look, most of you know what these words are. You've probably heard them before, but maybe if you're using it in a more formal way, okay, maybe it's some way different, okay? Identity is you being able to know who you are, where you come from. You know the type of person you are, okay? So, your background is your identity. Yes? All right. Face. Sure. You know face. Face. And it also means, if we say face, you need to face what's wrong. You need to face the problem head on. Okay? So that means you need to attack the problem, come up with a solution for that problem. So you need to face it, go at it, attack it. Face is a person's image. It's the way you show yourself in front of people. Okay, if you're sitting in a business meeting, okay, you put on a good face. Even if you don't like the people that you work for, you put on a good face. Because it's your job, right? It's more about you having dignity and self-respect. You need to have respect for others. Okay, so this is face. All right? Competence. This is a big one that in business, people like to use this word, competence. You are either competent or you are incompetent. All right? Competent just means you have the ability to do something. You are very capable or you are very competent in your job. All right? If you are incompetent, guess what? You're probably not going to have a job anymore. All right? Sociality rights. Okay? Now this one you probably haven't heard this one very often, but we do use it in business, okay? And it depends on the business that you're in, all right? It's a big, you've all heard it at some point, maybe a different way. Sociality rights just means everyone should have the right to free education. You should have the right to free health care. Okay? You should have the right to speak your mind without being punished for it. Okay? These are sociality rights. And you're probably asking yourself, what does this have to do with business? Well, it has a lot to do with business, because if you're dealing with people in a foreign country, you have to know your social sociality rights on what you can say and what you cannot say. Because some cultures don't allow you just to speak the way you would in your home country. So you have to be aware of that. Okay? Our last word here, social inclusion. Okay? Social inclusion. You probably don't hear this very much, but you probably hear it a different way as well. Social inclusion is that everyone should be able to enjoy the benefits of their surroundings, okay? Social entitlements, also they should have the right to enjoy entertainment in their community, all people. In other words, the entertainment should not be one-sided. And if you need an example for that, I will tell you. Currently, I'm in a country right now where the men and women do not have the same rights. Women aren't allowed into some places where men are allowed, as far as entertainment-wise goes. Okay? So this is about the social inclusion. Other countries are more open, more free, and you will have this discussed in business as well. So you have to keep in mind, if you're having a business meeting and you are a male and there are females in this meeting and you want to invite everyone for dinner, okay, you have to be socially aware that depending on that woman's culture or that man's culture, you have to go to a place that's suitable for everyone, to include everyone into that business meeting or that dinner that you've invited people to, okay? All right. How about this? What if I said, I'm going to give a sentence, and just out of curiosity, we'll see if we can come up with a word for it. Okay? Let's say, here, I'll get rid of this. Let's say we have an active disagreement between you and someone else at your job, okay? There are many words we can call it, but the one that we would probably use in business would be conflict, okay? We don't agree, we're disagreeing about something, so there's a conflict between the two of us, all right? What about if I said there is a I'll just give you the word. How about that? Synergy. Some people know this, some people don't. Synergy is just the combined power of a group, okay? A group of things when they work together instead of when someone works individually. All right? That's a synergy. For instance, a synergy could be like, for instance, Language Home Center is a synergy. We don't have just the manager working alone to make the business successful. He has to have his teachers helping him. He has to have his students also helping him. You know, you can't make life difficult. So everybody has to work together. So we're all a synergy to make things successful. All right. How about transparency? Transparency means you're very clear with your ideas. It's very easy to understand what's going on. You're very transparent when you talk. You're not trying to hide anything, okay? Companies have to have a lot of transparency so that people can know what they're about and know if this is going to be a company you want to work with. All right? If you're doing things on the shady side, nobody wants to work with you. All right? How about, we all know problem. Some people like to say problem. Some people like to use dilemma. Dilemma is also the same thing as problem. It's a situation, it's a person, it's a thing that you're finding difficult to deal with at your job or in your life. It can be a problem or it could be a dilemma. All right? Companies go through a lot of problems. Opportunity. Opportunity is just your chance to get something better for yourself. We have a saying in America, when opportunity knocks, you better answer. Because opportunity never knocks twice. Yes, so opportunity is a good thing. Okay? No one ever says that's a bad opportunity. Every opportunity is good. Depends on how you weigh it out. All right? And of course, we have chance, which is similar to opportunity. Sometimes chance can also mean risk. If you're taking a chance on something, maybe you're taking a risk with it. Sometimes the risks are good, sometimes the chances are good. But then there's also that chance or that risk that it may go bad, right? I don't want to give you all of them, so we're going to stop right there, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any suggestions, leave me a comment below. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.